So this is Event Planning 101. It's Meeting Planning 101. It's very thorough, it's very detailed, it's just like any project that you would undertake, Project Management 101, you got to sit down, and I got to do this earlier, I get to talk about all the nitty gritty. Well, sit down and talk about the basics.
You're an organizer, honey, and I have to tell you that I do things a little bit more on the fly than you, and that's why you are in much more calm control, and I'm usually in an element of chaos.
Outsmart the chaos is my tagline.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Okay, so create.
Define not mine.
That's right. Define the event objectives and ROI. I touched on this a little bit earlier when I talked about defining the Mom's Night Out event. The objective for me was to put a flag down in my my backyard. The objective was to have someone else fund the party. The objective was to extend my reach nationally by leveraging my exposure on Mom TV. And then again, leveraging Mom TV's effort to promote and everything that they do leading up to. So that just put Go Mom Inc., Molly Gold, My Go Mom out in all of those places without me having to do that work, you see? So that's organic promotion. Defining the ROI, it will be different for me than it will be for the people that I would work with. So I have to be aware that I have to be able to demonstrate that to them. I have to be able to demonstrate. For the Raleigh Convention and Visitors Bureau, their ROI would be to definitely have established relationships with North Carolina-based social media moms, because their target market would be moms who are decision makers. So they would want to come away from that with concrete conversations and people that they could connect with that might want to connect with them. So you have to be mindful that the ROI isn't one way. It isn't all about you. Even though it's a live event that you might be the star of, or your brand might be the star of, it's just not all about you. At the end of the day, it's ROI, it's money, it's real tangible things. The next step would be outlining that agenda. Don't be vague, be detailed to the minute. If that's too much, that might do it in blocks, 15-minute blocks, so that you can keep yourself moving along. Transitions are really important. It's just like having a session here. There's nothing worse than realizing that you're out of time and you slam through what for somebody who's attending or who is there might have thought was the very most important part. Somehow then you've left them hanging, but not necessarily in the best sort of way. You just want them hanging, wanting to do it again, wanting to see you again, wanting to be interested in your next event. That's what you're hoping that they're hanging for, not that they felt like it wasn't complete. So defining that agenda is really important. Budget the expenses, you know what they say, always have a cushion. Everything's always going to take you more time and more money than you plan. So make it out and then double it, and maybe you can peel back and then feel like you have profit. Very, very important. And plan, especially in that expenses category, for the unexpected. Last night, Maxine Clark had to make the decision to pay for a bus all night long. I can promise you that did not come cheaply, especially ordered on Friday afternoon, right? So you have to know that there's going to be something that could be a hiccup. A technology hiccup could cost you a royal fortune.